in fields other than, those they are supposed to be experts in. So to many, the main purpose is to get that MS or to publish a research regardless of the potential utility of that research. So you can see again mismatch in activities and the mission, or what should have been the mission of a particular unit. So I don't like the policy. If you have a good teacher with an MS, or even without an MS, if you have a good teacher committed to teaching, and in the evaluation of his peers, of the alumni students, he is a good teacher, he is very effective, he has all the right to be in the university, to be given a tenure. That policy, up and up, is just based on a piece of paper published in a referee journal. It doesn't discriminate the kind of paper and the kind of journal. So I would change that, abolish it, or change it to include other performance evaluation schemes. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. David. And thank you, Dr. Saina, for that very interesting question. Okay, let's have another question. This time is coming from the Open University, and our moderator there is Professor Aleta Villanueva. Open University, please come in.
We have one question here from the audience. It alarms us enormously to learn that UPLB is one of the biggest polluters of Laguna Lake. So what specific course of action do you suggest UPLB should take to remedy this situation, which we think need the university's immediate attention?
Well, to begin with, UPLB doesn't have any effective treatment plant. Its sewage treatment plant broke down decades ago. It's dumping raw sewage into the lake. Another thing, some of our chemicals in our chemistry laboratory and some of the laboratories in some of our research institutions are, dumping into the sink and direct into the lake. Chemicals, including mercury. We made some efforts to put an incineration plant somewhere, but I don't know whether it's working. And also, some of our solid waste are directly going into the lake. So some of the things that we can do is to put a good treatment plant, take care of the chemicals we produce, not only for the UPLB laboratories, but laboratories of Erie, the housing of Erie, and the other institutions around the campus, including those at the College of Forestry, like the paper-making plant. And additionally, I think we should help directly into the cleanup of Laguna Lake. We could, for example, package an integrated program for looking at Makiling all the way down to the lake, the whole landscape, the whole land and water-based ecosystem.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next question is coming from UP Mindanao. Our moderator there is Professor Karen Kayamanda. UP Mindanao, please come in.
Good afternoon. This is UP Mindanao. We have a question from our audience, Mr. Francisco Ramos.
Good afternoon, Dr. David. I'm Francisco Ramos Jr., BSA, but I'm not directly connected with the UP system. I'm with the UP Alumni Association here in Davao. You mentioned the genuine needs analysis. You mentioned also that students enrolling in agriculture courses has declined. The demand for agriculture graduates is very high in Mindanao. Would you support the offering of agriculture courses in Mindanao, or transferring the course Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and other related fields to UP Mindanao, so that we could address the needs of Mindanao as an agriculture sector, a major agriculture sector in our country? Thank you.
Actually, there are other schools offering agriculture in Mindanao. For example, University of Southeastern Philippines, has a campus offering agriculture at Tagum. And there are other schools there. Now, if some of the rural areas of Mindanao would like to send students to UPLB, some of the admissions policies of UPLB might limit the opportunities to them doing so. What I suggested is that we should not perhaps go away, deviate so much from the primary mission and mandate. Is it the mandate of UP Mindanao to offer agriculture? I don't think it is, no. Then you will be falling into the same pitfall of having this mismatch between core activities and mandate. But I agree with you that there is a need for some people in the more depressed rural areas of the country to be given the opportunity. There is to be given the opportunity to enroll at UPLB. That's why in one of my suggestions, I think it was desirable to have some flexibility in admission in the College of Agriculture. In other words, what I am asking is flexibility in the admission, in making some provisions in the admissions of the curricular offerings that are unique to UPLB. An example is agriculture. During my undergraduate student days, we have a very good system. We have these bridge programs to correct for the deficiency in math, science, and language of incoming students. What we did then was to accept students who have very high school grades, the top 10% of their class. And then we provided some good bridge programs, corrective measures. I even remember we were offering Math 0, English 0, just for them to be able to catch up and, make it through the BSA curriculum. If we really want to deliver on our commitment to help local government units, to help rural communities enhance their capability to plan their development projects, then I think we have to exert more effort to recruit agriculture students from such area by providing certain provisions in our admission policies, like maybe just hiring the valedictorian, salutatorian, and the top 5% of the graduating schools, and then committing certain percentage of our resources, certain amount of our resources for the necessary bridge program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, UP Mindanao. Now let's go back to our audience here at the new CAS auditorium. Yes, sir. Sir, please state your name and your...
I'm Enrique Pacardo, a retired professor at university. But I'm still interested in what's going on inside. There are many academic programs at UPLB. Agriculture and forestry are just two. Your assessment that the university's performance, excellence, social responsibility have been focused on forestry and agriculture. Is it my understanding that it is only these programs that are deteriorating?
My feeling, my opinion is that the quality of research, quality and quantity, for example, of research and research outputs and extension services have deteriorated. And I think also the quality of instruction in some of the courses in forestry and agriculture have also deteriorated. This is partly because of the exodus of the more competent faculty, the lack of manpower, the lack of financial resources for manpower development. There are some critical gaps in skills, even in agriculture and forestry. What I'm trying to say is that we try to spread our efforts over so many activities. In the process, we were not able to supervise or fund most of them. And as a result, the impact was less than expected.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. David. Thank you, Dr. Pacardo. Can we have another question from the audience?
I'm Oscar Zamora. I'm the Dean of the Graduate School, which you want to abolish. The question is, what is your view of the current discussion now being done by the External Review Committee of streamlining the faculties into 4 at UP Los Baños? Social sciences and humanities, biological sciences, physical sciences, and social, yeah, what's that?
Physical. I agree with the proposal of the ongoing review committee to cluster into bigger units, but it might not be, desirable to cluster all units in the physical sciences at present. My feeling is that maybe we should separate the engineering technology from the other physical sciences. And I think even the external review saw the harmful, the unfavorable effect of too much, the spread of too much activities. I think they also saw, the members saw that the current activities do not seem to match with the primary mission or the core mandate of the university. Of course, I have some differences over, the fields, the potential growth points that they mentioned in their, in the summary of the recommendation. I really haven't interacted with the members of the